Those who can make people believe absurdities can make people commit atrocities. Judge a man by his questions rather than by his answers. Those who can make you believe absurdities can make you commit atrocities. Dare to think for yourself. When it is a question of money, everybody is of the same religion. For can anything be sillier than to insist on carrying a burden one would continually much rather throw to the ground? Men must have somewhat altered the course of nature, for they were not born wolves, yet they have become wolves. God did not give them 24-pounders or bayonets, yet they have made themselves bayonets and guns to destroy each other. In the same category I place not only bankruptcies, but the law which carries off the bankrupt's effects so as to defraud their creditors. Animals have these advantages over men. They never hear the clock strike. They die without any idea of death. They have no theologians to instruct them. Their last moments are not disturbed by unwelcome and unpleasant ceremonies. Their funerals cost them nothing, and no one starts lawsuits over their wills. Men will always be mad, and those who think they can cure them are the maddest of all. History never repeats itself, men always does. There are some that only employ words for the purpose of disguising their thoughts. Let us read and let us dance. These two amusements will never do any harm to the world. The secret of being a bore is to tell everything. Wherever my travels may lead, paradise is where I am. Use, do not abuse, neither abstinence nor excess ever renders man happy. We all look for happiness, but without knowing where to find it, like drunkards who look for their house, knowing dimly that they have one. It is not any quality which is the real misfortune, it is dependence. Everything you say should be true, but not everything true should be said. The comfort of the rich depends upon an abundant supply of the poor. It is better to risk saving a guilty person than to condemn an innocent one. Prejudices are what fools use for reason. Men argue, nature acts. The only way to make men speak well of us is to do it. What most persons consider as virtue after the age of 40 is simply a loss of energy. When man was put into the Garden of Eden, he was put there with the idea that he should work the land, and this proves that man was not born to be idle. It is dangerous to be right in matters where established men are wrong. Don't think money does everything, or you are going to end up doing everything for money. Work keeps at bay three great evils: boredom, vice, and need. One day everything will be well. That is our hope. Everything's fine today. That is our illusion. In general, the art of government consists of taking as much money as possible from one class of citizens you give to another. Irregularity is inherent in our very nature. Expecting people to be perfectly wise is as crazy as putting wings on dogs or horns on eagles. The pursuit of pleasure must be the goal of every rational person. Madness is to think of too many things in succession to fast, or of one thing too exclusively. The more a man knows, the less he talks. To succeed in the world, it is not enough to be stupid. One must also be polite. We are at the end of all our troubles and at the beginning of happiness. Life is a shipwreck, but we must not forget to sing in the lifeboats. Fear follows crime and is its punishment. Perfection is attained by slow degrees. It requires the hand of time. I don't know where I am going, but I am on my way. The longer we dwell on our misfortunes, the greater is their power to harm us. The most important decision you make is to be in a good mood. Let us cultivate our garden